at Lumen Field here in the SoDo district of Seattle. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Seattle Seahawks. Two of the bigger disappointments in the first quarter of the season doing battle here as we get this one underway. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They go play action here on first down. And he'll go underneath here to Elliott. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Ezekiel Elliott, the ball.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Throwing is Jackson. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Losing 4 yards that time. And now it's 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Fielded at about the 28. Negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a first down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
Running with Kamara. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Kamara, the ball carrier.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback. They also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
That's good.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On the ground, Kamara. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Again, the ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3rd and 5.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
And one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed him to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They start on the ground with Elliott. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Ezekiel Elliott.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Here's Elliott. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs, because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
Now a play fake here on first down. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
First down.
Well, we know he has pretty good hands on display there. In fact, he only needed one of them.
Yeah, nowadays, all these receivers work on this, right? They do the one-handed catches off the machine in practice. They do it with their quarterbacks. They do it contested, uncontested. They make it part of their repertoire.
And he only manages a couple here, down to about the 38-yard line.
38-yard line.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
On second down, it's Elliott. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. Here's Jackson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Only 2 on the screen pass there, and it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one. That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It's a gain of 7, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That good for 19 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Throw left side complete. It's right. He'll be hit down at the 33. 5 yards on the play.
It's a gain.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
At the Jaguars' 33-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll lead here to a third down.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Flush to his right. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Antonio Callaway, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
I I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drop.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
The kicker on.
So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it hit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And it's a big advantage of it when the other direction. Excellent blocking and picked up a touchdown.
Taking it about the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
First and 10. At their own.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Elliott. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory.
Elliott, the ball carrier.
And defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. Quick strike out wide by Jackson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
A gain of 12.
The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. Now it's Jackson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Third and 2. Here's Jackson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
And he will have a Jaguars first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
It's a gain of 3.
It's a first down following a gain of 3. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Jamal Adams coming up from his safety spot to make the play. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Jackson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's got it. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Jacksonville.
A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. And this one through the uprights and good.
Makes the score Jaguars 14. Seahawks 9.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And what do you think goes on here in this situation if you got the... This is intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
The kicker.
Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. On the return, Walker.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here we go, G. Get off the field.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
10 at the 42-yard line.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Throwing is Hurts.
That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over first.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
It's now 2nd and 10.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Elliott. So we come upon halftime in what's a 12-point game at the break. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told us, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
To 2nd and 10.
Second down, here's Hurts. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They go play action with Hurts. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
At the 26-yard line.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. Down right around the 25. The tackle by Eric Armstead. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Hurts. Over the middle, complete. It's McKenzie. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's McKenzie. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Isaiah McKenzie, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good.
21. Seahawks 16.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
On 2nd and 11 now, Jackson. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry, and it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Jackson from the shotgun. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
Number 10.
A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
First down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
A first down carry by Elliott. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
And it's third down.
Now Elliott. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up fourth down. And the Jaguars send out their punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Third and 4.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off Byron Jones. And they do get him out of bounds finally, but the damage is done. A big hitter on what proves to be the final play of the third quarter. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. He's at the 50. The 30. Past the 20.
They're not even trying to do it.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Seahawks.
This game has been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
And it's up and good.
Makes the score Seahawks 23, Jaguars 21. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he powers his way up past the 30. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
And it's third down. Now
Jackson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Elliott. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down.
Jacksonville.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. And incomplete on the deep ball. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down. To throw again, Jackson. Forced out to his left.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Now they go screen. It's complete. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. Seahawks. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room, or they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. He sets to fire deep. And that is incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And this one is right down the middle. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden, they're down. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. Let's see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave them with a third down.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's third down.
Here's Jackson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Jaguars.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 33, Jaguars 21.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They begin with a quick throw out left. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That catch good for only a couple. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
First down, Jackson.
A quick throw complete into the flat out left. And the ball is knocked out, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Camaro. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
Number 41.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Josh Allen on the tackle. Tonight's final score.